18 years in hospitality, and I realized after so long in this business that on the table nowadays is the only place that we can solve some major issue and get along without differences. So I would like to take you on the trip with me, break bread together, and go over some of this topic. I'm Donato Ricci, and I welcome you to the Gourmet High.
Hi, my name is Gustavo Chavez. I come from Argentina. I have a lot of experience in executive chef position. I started working in Buenos Aires, Brazil, Europe. A really good friend with Donato, and so excited to be here at Gourmet High.
Hi, I'm Dean Medeiros, and I grew up in my family's vineyard in New England, and I've been a professional sommelier for 22 years. I met Donato Ricci here in Hollywood, was part of a team in an Italian restaurant, and in Italy they have a saying, you've never had too much to eat, you just haven't had enough to drink yet.
Alright, so today we are going to have an all Sicilian menu, straight from the origins, back home where I come from, born and raised, beautiful place, rich of great produce, great fish, highland in the middle of the Mediterranean, fantastic. Concise the concept of arancini, it's a deep fried rice bowl, pretty much. We do many different ways, and what we're going to use today for this specific menu is going to be black squid ink arancino with pecorino pepato. It's a sheep milk with black pepper, very wide popular in Sicily. You'll find it in any lunch or dinner table. Over here you can see I reduce the black squid ink. You put a little bit of passata di pomodoro and a little paste, and then onion and squid, and you get the ink and you make it as like a cream or a sauce. We're going to use the black squid ink actually in two preparations today. Like I say, it's very popular in Italy. Yeah. Particularly in the south of Italy. We are going to have it on our spaghetti chitarra over here as well. It is some fresh chitarra, Gustavo made it, and we're gonna have the botarga and then clam that we're gonna get to in a minute. But right now we're just gonna mix our rice with our black squid ink sauce, which is gonna be the major flavor of the rice bowl, with the cheese as well. There's gonna be the pecorino. Sheep cheese in general is very sharp, very strong, very gamey. You can like almost understand immediately much different, widely different from cow milk. You know that's sheep milk. From the smell, from the color, from the flavor, very sharp. And we made it even stronger because we aged it with like full-blown corn pepper. Peppercorn.
So very much you go back home, right?
Yeah, this is
right?
like
with all the smell and
yes,
everything.
the smells right now. It's very much like your Sunday afternoon in Catania when grandma is cooking like the black squid ink, and she will do pasta. We do a lot of pasta with the sauce itself. Although we're going to use the black squid ink on the spaghetti itself, the chitarra spaghetti, I'm gonna do the pasta with some another great product that we use a lot in Sicilian cooking, which is the tuna botarga. Tuna botarga is the dry egg, cured egg of a fish. In this case, it's a yellowfin straight from the Mediterranean, and you can see it's a great ingredient because it's a salt agent, it's flavoring agent, and a spice. And a protein source all at once. So very excited to share that because it's another popular item that we cook. For us as a goal, we do some fantastic fillet of tuna botarga that it's out of this world. So we're gonna go ahead and mix our rice. This is a rice that we're gonna start doing our
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in the meantime, as we get ready our arancino to mellow a little bit the saltiness of the botarga and have a great contrast, I'm going to use some burrata cheese. It's going to kind of cream it out and smooth up a little bit the saltiness of our
That's a great addition, the burrata.
Yeah, the burrata, it's a signature thing that I like to put it on the pasta. It's not necessarily an item that you will find traditionally, but I tested a few times and it works great to kind of break down again the saltiness of the botarga because it does tendentially come a little salty. So this milk is gonna kind of smooth and round it up the saltiness of the dish altogether. And then to finish up our course for our dessert, I decided to do something that's very popular in Southern cuisine, zeppole. It's a very malleable dough that it can be used. It's like your Italian donuts, pretty much.
That's perfect.
Yeah, malleable dish. Because you can use it as a flavor, as a savory, or a dessert. We're gonna use today this dough particularly as a dessert. We're gonna have this dough deep fried, lightly deep fried brown. It's gonna puff up, and very light. And we're gonna stuff it with some Sicilian pistachio cream. And we made some blood orange balsamic vinegar to go as a contrast on the sweet side and the nuttiness of the pistachio. Okay. So we're gonna need to bring the oil back on fry temperature. We're gonna start frying the arancini. In the meantime, we're gonna get our bechamel sauce ready. It's my signature mix of breadcrumbs, some spices and herbs, and a little salt to get this arancini a nice crunchy flavor. And we're gonna start actually frying them. How far are we with
Probably 2-3 minutes.
2-3 minutes? Okay. So while we get that going, we're gonna start doing our dough, our arancinis. So on the making of the arancino, you wanna make a little bit of the pocket. You're gonna put a little bit of the pecorino fondue that we showed earlier, and top it up with the rice, and start like compress the rice ball into the round classic shape. Well, shape, because the classic actually shape, it's pyramid, and you're gonna have this beautiful looking like round ball that's gonna dip on the bechamel sauce and then straight to the breadcrumbs. And after the breadcrumbs are set, it's gonna go straight into the fryer.
The fryer. Yeah.
There you go. So you got a little bit of the fry ball. It's gonna get like a little golden fried breadcrumb with like a little shadowing of the black rice. The rice obviously is black, is gonna get covered a little bit the color of the arancino. In the meantime, we're getting our fonduta back to liquid puree condition. Start getting golden, and once we're gonna get it like nice and crispy and reaches the crispiness, the cheese is melted inside. We're gonna break it up, and it's gonna like nice and cheesy and
wow, this is really nice.
And this is what you expect to see: buttery filling with the core, and then you have like a very tasty sauce, black squid sauce, and your fonduta in the middle.
We're at the part of the presentation where we're pairing the wine with the cuisine that we've spent all morning preparing for our guests. We start traditionally with sparkling wine for more than one reason. First of all, it's sexy. Who doesn't want to open a bottle of sparkling wine, get that beautiful foam going in a beautiful champagne flute? It gets the senses awoken. You get your eyes involved, you get your ears involved, you can hear it, and you get the aromas being released by the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide also helps bring the alcohol into your system faster. It excites the mood, and it cleanses your palate. Absolutely gets the perfect acidity to clean out everything that's going on in your mouth, get you ready for that first bite of food. We're pairing a Sicilian sparkling wine with the arancini that they've been preparing in the kitchen. The grape is Narella Mascalese, and it grows in the black soil of Mount Etna. Mount Etna is just north of Catania, which is Donato's hometown. Second course brings us to our second wine. So this is from the island of Salina. And Malvasia grown in the volcanic soil of Sicily gives us a beautiful accent of lemon verbena, lemon zest, a little bit of underripe peach, and just a glorious crisp acidity. So third wine is for dessert. We are on the last course, and we are serving a wine called Pasito de Pantelleria. Pantelleria is an island about 45 to 50 miles west of Sicily. It's actually closer to Tunisia, which is in Africa, than it is to Sicily itself. Traditionally, the style here, it's a very warm climate. The grapes are laid out on mats to raisinate, and then we make wine from Moscato raisins. So what we're getting here is high acidity from the soil, giving us a beautiful sharpness in the wine, paired with unctuous sugar from the raisins. Ciao.
Guys, I started smoking like about 7 years ago for medical purposes because I mean, with the industry that I'm in, it's very stressful, and I have a tendency to keep a high level of stress all the time. There is a lot of decisions that need to be made quickly in certain situations when you're running a restaurants and everybody's kind of relying on you. So I mean, for some people, it might be a little bit of pressure all the time. So for me to mellow it out has been a great answer, along with the fact that I've been going home late night. You still lapped up, so you need some time to be wind down in that sense. So they will give me just enough time for me to go back to sleep and rest. So I do like tendentially sativa kind because it's very brain active, and I try to pick a strain that don't have a lot of lingering.
Yeah.
Because I like to be back again, sober and do my thing, because my days are very crazy. So and mostly I try to push it towards the end of the night, so when I'm ready to go to sleep. So it's a great thing. So we're just gonna try some of the one.
Give it a shot.
Amazing.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's cool, man.
Is it a good taste?
That's one of my
It's
favorites,
great. It's
too.
one of my favorite
Sativa.
dispensary here in Los Angeles. I serve myself there. I always have a good, and not all the dispensary. I'm not really sure how that part of the law still applies. There is this specific place gives me discount for medical stuff. You pay much less on taxes. But not all the dispensary really do that way, so I'm not really sure.
Hey, do you have a card?
I do. I grade. Yeah, I'll shoot all the information. It's like on what is it? Santa Monica and La Brea. Yeah.
But you have a cannabis card. So
Yeah,
you
I have a
get
medical
the
card.
discount.
Yeah,
You don't have to do the tax.
No, I
That's
don't have to do
nice.
the card. Get
Yeah, that's
discount.
nice.
You do pre-ordering on the by the phone. But you don't have to do the line if you already know what to check.
Yeah.
What
Just
you
pick
like.
it up
You
at the
just look it up
counter.
online.
Yeah.
Call. And you go there and you pick it up.
I just order mine online and they deliver it. I love that.
Delivery. It's a great service.
Yeah, and it's actually sometimes
Yeah.
faster than waiting in the line because where I go is a little bit crowded sometimes.
Yeah,
So I want to be able to get it when I get it.
Yeah, and if you forget to have cash in your wallet, then you have to use their ATMs.
Yeah.
Right, the ATM, the $6.50 you have to pay to the ATM.
That doesn't help. But I mean, how did you guys start smoking?
Me? Oh
Yeah.
gosh. I guess I was in high school.
It was the first party I ever went to.
Okay,
paid
so I
two.
started recreational.
Yeah,
recreation.
my friend and I put $2 in to share a joint.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But you don't always feel it at first. You just feel like kind of
Yeah.
something fuzzy, you know?
Yeah, something fuzzy.
Yeah.
That's a good way
But
to
I'm holding the
describe
joint,
it.
so I'm not going to talk because we always say at parties
It's not a microphone.
college is fun and stressful, and now that it's legal, it's so easy. But it's always made my life a little bit easier. It just
Yeah.
makes it a little bit
Yeah.
sometimes more enjoyable.
Yeah, there is a
whatever
lot of
reason.
benefits. Well, I think it has to do a lot with the chemistry that interacts with your brain
And everybody's
the way
different.
The perceptions of things and so on and so forth. It's the biggest probably like a selling point because a lot of people relate to this in so many different ways.
I used to like
reverse,
sativa,
yeah.
and he likes indica, so we kind of do a hybrid now, which is good. But sometimes when it's sativa dominant, I get a lot of writing done. I dance. I do my creative stuff. 'Cause
Yeah, it's
depending
great
on the
for
strain, it is good for that.
Absolutely.
And he just kind of wants to relax and sleep, so he loves the indica.
Same thing, Chris. At night.
Yeah,
That's when you
nighttime.
try
I
to.
started very early, in 1994. Same.
1994.
Yeah.
1994, yes.
Yeah, fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a great year.
Yeah.
Great year. I think
94,
definitely.
it's a good year to start.
I stopped for several years, but then I picked it back up. You see that? He stopped
Yeah.
for several years because he could do that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It
Yeah.
ain't coming.
Right, it's not an
Schedule
addiction.
one.
So
addiction
why? So in the
base.
kitchen, it's harder because there's moments
Yeah,
in
yeah,
life where
definitely.
you're like, life's a little bit better like
I didn't
this right
stop
now.
for any reason in particular.
You don't think it's because you might have been a really high active chef?
Oh, yeah, I mean, obviously, like he's saying, being in the restaurant, you're making critical decisions constantly, like second to second, all day. So it's a lot for your mind. And I have terrible anxiety.
Yeah, you call anxiety. You know,
Yeah.
just a shoot like this. You know,
Yeah.
you sit there at home, and we're doing a
Yeah.
three course, which for a restaurant that operates a restaurant high volume every day, it's like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
You do that shit
Right.
and sleep. But you think constantly, you have that thoughts of make sure the ingredients are there, the things are there. You know, it goes back to the passion point. You know, the passion in anything that you do. So who's hungry?
Done? Yeah. I'm hungry.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna move in the other
you so much.
direction and get ready for some food.
Thanks for the session.
All right, guys. Thank you again and cheers. Thank you for coming to that Gourmet High. Cheers. All right, buon appetito. The seat. Thank you.
For me, when I walk away, what I'll think about when I think of the Gourmet High is how I felt when I walked onto the set and saw all the great talent and excitement, and how I feel now after having imbibed of all this great food and substances together, and how it's impacting me and how I feel about what we're going to do together. Thanks a lot for the chances.
How can I describe that? It's amazing. I mean, the whole experience, the tasting of the food, they started getting more and more, and everybody get excited, and include myself.
We had some education. I met a lot of wonderful people.
Yeah, good people. Food is about goodness and good people. Let's eat more. I've had a really beautiful experience here, and I'm really honored to be a part of this. Thanks.
Gotta take it for words right now, because I'm full, faded, and I'm satisfied. The Gourmet High, ultimate eating experience.
All right, guys, thank you again for coming and break bread with me. We had a chance to spend some time, have some good food, and talk some important matter. What I think the best place is to dissolve any issue. And I hope to see you soon at the Gourmet High. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Shut up!